Ready? Let's do it. Got a big black pickup. He's a rapping star. He flicks chickens. He sets a low bar. He thinks he's Jesus. See the watch he bought? He's big time crazy when he thinks he's not. He's a little bit la 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 la. A little bit Justin. Oh la 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 la. A little bit Justin. Hide your chickens, eggs are busting. He's a little bit Justin. He's a homo basher. He's an ageist too. Wishing cancer, heart attacks too. He hates old ladies. He's going to sue. He thinks he's Jesus. Come join his crew. Let's do it. He's a little bit la 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 la. A little bit Justin. La 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 la. A little bit Justin. La 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 la. A little bit Justin. Hide your chickens, eggs are busting. He's a little bit Justin. A little bit Justin. Ooh, a little bit Justin. Good morning. Good afternoon. Happy Halloween month, you guys. Happy Halloween season. I know, boy, there are some purists that say, don't do that. Wait until Halloween. Don't do that until Halloween. Stop it. Well, no. My family in fact, I think maybe my two daughters might have even had some of their decorations out before we got into October. But anyway, hey, it's Halloween month, y'all. And it's pumpkin spice latte time. Does anybody like those? Pumpkin spice latte. I can't. I imagine the taste stays in your mouth for a while after. Too. Yeah, Beeb says it's the fun. Okay. I'm not going to delay any longer. I'm going to bring, America's favorite UK correspondent on live with us today, my co-host and sidekick, Maggie-of-England. Hey, Mags.
Hey, Robin. Hey, everyone in chat.
She's feeling a bit dotty. Yeah.
Here, it's a bit loony too.
Yeah, but that's a cute outfit. Is that hat black? Are they both black?
Yeah.
Your Dottie?
Yeah, I've got my badges on it. Yeah, because my hair's wet. I'm delayed today.
I know. Sometimes, sometimes it's hard to plan an exact schedule. I
don't know.
Well, it's a cute look. I like that. You could go out to the shops in that.
No, I've got my pajama bottoms on.
Oh, well, yeah, you need the proper pants. Yeah, but
you see the top off, so.
Yes, the top half looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, I played, sometimes I don't play the chicken theme.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do. Okay, just a quick update for anybody who cares. Well, a lot of people don't. Justin Lewis Ray, who we've done a couple shows about because he has openly did some attacking on me and Maggie and lots of other people. So here's the update. He was in that kind of a ranch style setting. They were living in a prefab older home on this guy's property. They hated each other. Anyway, it's a big, long story. But anyway, he and his wife separated. This is Justin and his wife, Cassandra. They separated. I don't know what kind of a state that is with people who separate. But I guess she's taking a great deal in child support from his veterans benefits that he gets for life, by the way. So Yeah, he last time he got his benefits, I do believe he got a motel because I think some stuff was repossessed because he says he's $75,000 in debt.
Well, that don't surprise me with all them
Gadgets,
cars, yeah.
yeah, and equipment and expensive stuff. Obviously, not a good money manager, but anyway, so he got a motel for like a week or something like that, and he was showing his wonderful foods that he got all from like the gas station, the noodles and that stuff. But anyway, now I do believe he's out of the motel, but he did have the money to get a haircut. Justin had these long flowing locks, and now
That's
he's
the
got
last time I've seen him. Yeah, it's months ago.
military haircut.
Oh,
There people, we always say, when somebody makes a drastic change, we go, "Oh, you clean up good." I can't say that about Justin because it makes everything on his face look bigger, including his sedan doors on the side of his head that are open. Figure that out, you guys. I'm not going to say that. But that was brilliant, by the way, on my part. But anyway, so there's the update. Buddy says he has a girlfriend.
oh.
Girlfriend / best friend. But he did show himself rocking out in the Walmart parking lot like it was the Vegas Strip, with the neon. He's dancing around in the wall. Bless him, bless the deficient, for they are numerous. God, that was mean. God, that was mean.
Well, we were warned. We have been, haven't we?
But anyway, so we have the family, the grandkids are gathering around. Maggie, we've got Genocide over there first up.
Hey,
Yay.
darling.
Genocide, Errant Massa, Obtuse
Hey, Errant Massa.
6 drops. Thanks
Hey,
for
darling.
being here, you guys. It's always good to see you. Jilly Beans
Hey, Julie.
did a drive-by. Thanks for doing the drive-by. That's always welcome. Thanks for giving us a shout, sweetheart. Who else is over in there? I'm scrolling. Errant Massa is over there. I'm scrolling. Beebs. Hi.
Hey, Beebs. Hey, darling.
Good to see you, Beebs. Thanks for being here. Can't hang out very long, but we're glad for the time you can spend with us. Thanks.
Yeah. And out of mind.
And
Hey,
Deb,
darling.
thanks. Oh, every time she hears the song, it becomes an earworm for the day. Bum, 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 bum. I stole that from Schitt's Creek, a little bit of Alexis. That's where I got the cadence for the sort of rhyming shit. So it's a total ripoff of
yeah. And hey, Clindle.
Yeah. Hey, Clindle, good to see you, sweetheart. Thanks for being here. Who else is in there? Always good to see Clindle.
I know where you're at. I've had an upset stomach for a couple of days. My body did its own detox. I was telling Robin.
I know that can be rough. That can make you feel real sick. The hair, Killable, the hair would be tied to his messianic delusion. Oh. Wow. I know, and he used to toss it and tuck it behind his ear and bring it forward and do the Veronica Lake thing over one eye. Now he can't do that, but he has a girlfriend, so I think maybe, I don't know. Oh, Beebs just got back from pooping. Oh, that's such a good thing.
That's what I was laughing at.
Oh, I just stumbled upon that. Well, good. Regularity is vital to glowing health.
Oh.
Okay. The normal, and I'm doing air quotes. Normal is like pooping for every meal that you eat during the day. That's optimal. Okay.
Oh.
FYI, in case anybody wanted to know. Beebs probably knows it.
That
Yeah.
must be why I suffer with IBS then.
Oh, I know. Hey, regularity keeps you, yeah, a little fiber.
Oh, God, we've gone downhill straight away.
Why wait till the last minute? I say, I was telling Killendall and I were talking yesterday, and I told him about my telephone. Okay, I have been taking a little series of photographs with my phone, but it's no longer hooked up to my Gmail or Facebook because it was annoying. It wouldn't shut up. It would always let me know, like when Gmail had a new one or when Facebook had a comment. And so it was like all through the night. So I just said, fuck this. So I took them off my phone, but now I'm taking pictures and I want to do it to Facebook or Gmail, but I'm trying to decide which one I want to be more intrusive in my life. Facebook, Gmail,
Yeah.
Facebook, Gmail. But anyway, I was
I'll
looking
do what
through.
I do. Just turn the notifications off for that particular thing.
Duh. Is that what you have to do?
That's what I do. And when I'm doing this, I turn them all off and put do not disturb on.
Oh, all right. So I can really have either or both. I just have to turn off the notifications.
Yeah, you can have them all if you want. Just turn that off.
So I'll do. So thank you, Maggie.
No, you're all right. I've only just found out to stop myself going funny by putting my camera on video instead of camera.
Oh, but that's
I only
so
found
easy.
that out last week. I've had the phone, nearly a year.
Well, I've had my phone for nearly a year, and all I use it for, I'm a simple woman. I'm not interested in learning all the gadgets because I have a laptop and I don't need all the stuff that, all the apps and stuff for watching movies on the phone, making comments, film. But I have this plumeria that it's fully budded out and it's starting to bloom. It started out as a stick 2 years ago. Then I moved it after its roots developed, moved it to the front. And now it just went nuts. So it's got all these leaves and now it has buds. One started to open last night.
Oh.
So, I've been taking pictures all along, but I looked in my camera because I was looking for macro. Do you know what that is? Macro? No. Extreme close-ups with detail. It'll zoom in with but you have to hold your camera really, really, really still because it's so sensitive. So I was looking for macro on my phone. So I, all the effects, do this to your, and then it says more. So I hit more. For pictures, there is a food setting.
Oh.
A food setting on my phone. How did my phone know that I love to take pictures of my food? But I think everybody does, part of Twitter, to all those, it's about people's food. Suddenly we're all really fixated on recording what we're, putting into our mouths. In more ways than one. So I have a setting for food on my camera. So I thought, I wonder if that would just do detail. So I tried the food setting. I took a shot this morning. It didn't make any difference. In fact, it was tiny. So I'm so disappointed. But I thought that was a hoot, a food setting. You guys, if you guys have Android, I have Verizon Android. Check your camera settings and see if you too have a food setting for taking pictures. Isn't that odd?
Well, hey, Mystery.
Hi, Mystery. Mystery has also pooped. We're
getting the shit out of her sister. What can I say?
Yeah, and the fuller you are, the longer it takes. Oh, yeah, Killendall would rather have a cute girl than be Jesus. No kidding. No kidding. Because, at least a cute girl's real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. A food only page versus a fans only page. Huh. Huh. Oh, okay. Boy, here's what else I just want to mention really quickly. Do you mind, Maggie?
No.
Okay, so all over the news, and we're waiting for that guy named Brian Eston, the reporter from Florida, the Gabby Petito Brian Laundrie case. It's everywhere.
Oh yeah. I checked out on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
it's really bad.
I've been, keeping up with it, but something I haven't heard, his parents are covering for him. That's very clear. FBI knows it. The police know it. They're not. Boy, I'd just like to slap them, group slap them, and say, "Okay, now tell me the truth." But the police and FBI can't do that. They have to follow protocol. They can't be accused until there's a reasonable doubt. Anyway, we're thinking, what are these saps that they're coddling, perhaps a murderer? But I'm wondering about that family dynamic. And I mentioned this to Killendall. What if he was the family bully?
Yeah.
What if his parents were, what if he scared the shit out of his parents and his older sister? What if he was the family terror? Because nobody could tell it about my family when I was growing up, that my sister, my parents were scared shitless of her. And so was I. But she was, and I'm wondering if that's going on with that thing. I wonder if maybe, okay, this is really out there. Wonder if he threatened his parents. I killed her, and I'll come back and maybe so you help me, or you're dead. Or I know who did it, and it was a cop, and my life is in danger. So you have to. I'm wondering what stories he's telling, or they're just idiots. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit. Maybe they're just idiots. I don't know. Who can say what they would do in a spot like that? Everybody's different.
I know. A policeman here was sentenced to life yesterday. He picked up a girl on the pretense that she committed a COVID crime, and he took her and killed her, murdered her.
Wait, I think that made the news over here.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, he was sentenced for life yesterday. Yeah.
Good. Good. Six Drop says, I want to know why dog never checked that camper in the driveway. I don't think he needs that kind of information. The FBI needed the forensic stuff. He's looking for the man. He's looking for the heartbeat that's out there hiding, trying to be clever. So I don't think that was important to dog. Or maybe he can't get permission. He has to have permission because it's taped off, and FBI police would have to give him permission to check out the camper. I think. Genocide, you protect the ones you love, right or wrong?
Yeah, unfortunately. But I couldn't.
To a point. 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 Of course you do. Of course you do. You stand up for them. You defend them. To a point. But if somebody's dead, I don't know. But none of us really know what we do.
No, you can't say unless you're in that situation.
Talk is cheap. Beeves. Also somebody who's an abuser of children, women, animals. I would have a limit. No, it's not. Nope. No. No, it's conditional. It's conditional. Be decent. You can be an idiot if you want, but at least be decent.
Yeah, who isn't? We all are at some point. But
Yeah. Yeah. So, Killendall, are you still over in there? You still over in there? Killendall. I don't know if, oh, I got to share something with you. Oh, geez. It's so funny. I haven't told you, Maggie.
Oh, go on.
Okay. Okay. Back, how long has it been? A couple months ago? I don't know. When, I became a member of a certain group, no longer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was canceled. I was terminated. I was ceremony. I'm dead to this certain group. Eileen Ebony had a name for it, and I love it, and I'm going to refer to it by this name forever. She called it Robin Gate. Isn't that perfect?
Oh, I love our Eileen.
Robin Gate. Thank you,
Yeah.
Eileen Ebony.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
Robin Gate. That is so, because there was a considerable flap about it. It sent ripples.
Yeah. Everywhere.
Far and wide, therefore, but it was for a brief moment in time. It was like a sparkler that fizzled out. It had its life, and now it's a dead issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beebs, I know. Oh, hey, okay.
Not in a million.
I know.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't do that. I couldn't.
Okay, everyone, live from our green room. Waiting patiently because I didn't click over there. Everyone's favorite Killendall. Hi, Killendall.
Hey, Killendall. Hi, darling.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, we're good. Glad you're good.
Life is good.
Yeah.
Life is good. And you have a cute girlfriend, so neener, Justin.
Yeah.
Apparently he does now too.
Well, I think he should, let us be the judge of that. No, I'm kidding. Looks really don't matter. Yes, they do. No, they don't.
No.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. What my dad used to say, you don't look at the mantelpiece when you're poking the fire.
How quaint.
Yeah, it must be an Irish thing.
I love it. Maggie, I have to ask you. Okay, the first family of Fringe, Fascination Street with Jemmy and Sarah and Mika.
Sarah, yeah.
He does these postings regularly, and he'll do I don't know if it's a movie star, a famous person, or music. He will say, "Here's your morning tune." CHOON. What is a tune, Maggie?
CHOON.
No, CHOON. Tune. He says it's your morning tune. I have not been able to figure out what that.
That might be a southern thing, because there's so many accents and so many slang words in our little island. It's unbelievable. Truly.
Have you ever heard of that, Killendall? Tune?
No, but it sounds like the word tune with just a very heavy accent.
Morning tune. Oh, like maybe aristocratic. Is that what a lovely tune you're playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how people do baby talk and stuff.
Word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a morning tune. You do.
Morning tune.
Morning tune. We'll play the morning tune over here, Robin. We'll get you the morning tune going, and everything will be a good, beautiful day over here.
That's pretty good, Killendall.
Yeah.
Dang, you sounded like the Lucky Charms elf.
Only you, Robin.
He did. You know. Okay, so come March.
Not so lovely.
What's a lovey and what are bullocks? Bollocks. Bollocks, I think you mean.
Bollocks. It's
Oh,
balls.
Six Drops says it is a song or a piece of popular music, a tune. Killendall, you were right.
Yeah, that's what I thought you was.
That's what you. Yeah, you guys.
Until you spelt it, and then you lost me.
A tune. So yeah. he was doing a funny slang spelling.
Yeah.
A tune. Oh,
because there's so many. There really is.
That's okay. So, hi, Jolly Bridge Burner. Good to see you. Lee Veltman.
Hey, Jolly. Hey, darling.
Okay.
Hey, Lee. If Lee's there.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What's a lovey? I think we know what a lovey is. That's like a dear one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a few different, like I say, slang words.
A lovey could also be like a gratuitous sexual act, like a hand job or blow job or something.
Another word for a quickie.
Maybe.
Here, step in this dark doorway.
Or another word for someone who's very effeminate, shall we say. Levy.
Oh, I love it.
That's over here. This is what I say. We can get so lost, even in our island.
And bollocks, that means old balls, right?
Yeah.
Oh, balls.
Yeah.
That's bollocks. That's a.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Lovey from Gilligan's Island. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Okay, Jim Backus called Natalie Lovey. God, man, we're old. We remember that. And I even remember the actors' names. Oh, geez. That's pretty sad. I can't. Yeah. Lovey was an actor. Huh. Never mind. Or the balls. But okay, bollocks.
Yeah.
Bollocks doesn't ring the same. Never mind the balls.
No, you get a lot of bollocks here.
Oh, Eileen didn't get the notification. What's up with that?
I don't know. That happens to me. I've said it before.
Oh, that happens to me a lot. Okay, Six Drops, Mr. and Mrs. Howell. Yeah, Jim Backus and Natalie Hollow. No, Natalie, can't remember her last name. Yeah, but that was only, 50 years ago. So that was pretty good. Okay, so Eileen, you missed the part where I thanked you for the great reference, the great name for the little flap that happened. You know that little Tempest in a Teapot, really quick thing where I was booted from little closed society. But you called it Robin Gate, and I thank you for that, Eileen. That was the most clever thing. Robin Gate, thanks. Yeah, so props to you for your brilliance. Thanks.
Yeah, that's even better than Robin Bridgeburn.
Robin Bridgeburner. That's another one of my names because I associate with the bad girls, the girls.
Notoriety you are now.
I'm friends with the girls who smoke in the basement and take this pop a certs in their mouth before they come up the stairs to be sniffed at by the nuns. Yeah. Piss off Lisa Lake. Is Lisa Lake?
I don't even know who the woman is.
I never knew, but you get on people's radar.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh
yeah. So Killendall, we talked about some personal. So I'm not going to ask you anything that you about. I'm dying to. But okay, I know you have some plans in the works, and you're probably not ready to drop it. But I'm a stupid old lady. I just can't help it because I'm excited for you. Okay, never mind. Okay.
Go ahead and ask them.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. First, Beebs talking about that out of sorts. Didn't matter.
We didn't have any choice. We were just blocked and dismissed.
Didn't matter. Cut off,
No.
blocked, yeah, banned. It kind of was a stab at the beginning when I went, whoa. But then, as time goes on, who the fuck cares? Robin Gate, that's, so I'll tuck it away. But anyway, Killendall, you're developing something.
Yeah, so it's basically a micro universe. So it's like a fantasy story concept to the scale of like Star Wars or Harry Potter.
Mm.
Yeah, just to interrupt, I'm sorry. Killendall's a gamer. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I'm going to say. Okay, that's just to give him a point of reference. Okay,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but from its inception, I'm going to be also starting with like building what I'm going to actually design its game mechanics around for what is hopefully going to be like its end game video game kind of thing that I do. But I'm going to start with the card game. I'm going to work that up to like maybe like a mobile app. I'm going to write a bunch of books, and then hopefully through the myriad of these adventures, I get enough income to actually fund like full-on animated series in a video game after all that.
Oh, wow.
And like that's the dream scale there.
Boy, nobody needs to ever ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
No.
You know what? No, really. If
Really,
you do,
yeah.
even if you're not like devoted to it 24/7, because you do have a life to live, if you do one little thing every day to forward that, it adds up. Even
Yeah. Well, there's a point. There's going to be a tipping point where I become absolutely obsessed because it'll be becoming
and
real
you'll
life.
have to be in there all the time.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'll be loving it too. I'm sure if it's really taking off.
Well, that's your artistic quirk. So yeah, you're going to be brilliant at it.
Yeah, and man,
I don't know if you remember, Robin, but like this idea was crested. Like it first kind of like really hit me when I was doing all those videos under the effects of hallucinogenics. Remember when I was for like 2 months there? I was doing a bunch of videos under the effects of hallucinogenics. Yeah.
I did not know. I don't think I was aware that you were under the effects of hallucinogenics.
I was constantly admitting it at the beginning of the streams, but it was a while. It was years ago now. Like
years ago. Okay, God, I can't. Some things I can remember from years ago. Other things.
Was that when I used to come in your live chat as well, Killendall?
I don't remember you specifically, but you might have lurked, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, it might have been back in the day when I just watched and didn't participate.
So Killendall, was it shrooms or was it what was it?
It was both in alternation, yeah. And then sometimes
shit, that is hardcore.
Yeah. And it straight up threw me into a state of psychosis. That was just wild.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoa. Wow. Man.
Yeah, I guess that's just me. I kind of go full tilt when I do certain things.
Boy, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. Wow, Bo, you alternated. Holy fuck. Dang.
And I was always smoking marijuana the whole time. There was none of that going on.
Left no stone unturned in regard to your enhancement and stimulation. And wow, I didn't know that.
A lot of people use that to stimulate the brain. It's not something, it's taboo and not talked about. But I mean, some of the greatest artists used to use opium back in the day.
No kidding. Some of the most brilliant works, because it frees your mind.
Yeah.
You know, it drops all of your blocks that you always put up for yourself, and you can just sail. You know, yeah. Okay,
Well,
I'm telling something. I I started an entire business at my from artwork to from concept to artwork to building a shop and an office to producing, publishing when I was high. um, God, I don't know why. There's still a lot of shame attached to that. But
The shame attached to everything, really. That's what holds a lot of people back.
yeah, yeah. So I'm sorry, Killendall. Did I make you lose your thought?
I did forget exactly what I was going to say, but it'll probably come back.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
were on about that's where you started with your computer games and started thinking about designing the platforms and things.
For me?
You, yeah, back in
Oh,
the day.
well, yeah, you kind of re-triggered the thought in a more grand scale way. So, like, ever since I was a kid, some kind of like spiritual connection was something I've been like extremely thirsting for. Like,
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
and I always knew, like, even probably like at 10 years old, I had probably resolved to myself that if there was no way to achieve like deeper spiritual connections through like something I could verifiably consider a deeper spiritual connection, then
Regular
I
channels.
would use stimulations to see at least what they do.
yeah,
And that's basically what happened. But I've always been like a bit of a blockhead in terms of fully realizing my experiences for some periods of time, depending on contexts. And
Mhm.
and I know looking back that when I had before I had even used any drugs, I very much did have a spiritual experience when I was once laying in bed on my back, staring up at my ceiling in meditative trance for like a period of what was probably like 2 to 4 hours, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember exactly, but it was more than just an hour. And I
yeah,
was deeply reflecting on whether or not I believed in God. And I was just asking the question. I was just throwing it out there. And concepts and ideas had come to me that had never before been presented, you know. And it
yeah,
was like, was I the discoverer of these ideas? But before the concepts and ideas were presented, the concept and idea of meeting an entity was presented.
Mhm.
So it doesn't feel like it came from me. And I now know, or strongly believe at least, that whatever I connected with then was probably some like emotive expression of, I would suspect, an angel, because I don't think I was given any harmful knowledge. Like I was like
yeah,
given visualizations as to how spirit filled every body of the body of Earth. You
yeah.
know, I was given like
I, it's very,
visualizations of like how I was like the end point of a filament that stretched back to the center of our
Oh,
galaxy. You know, and like
yeah,
that's beautiful, Killendall.
yeah.
But you know, my cranky old self thinks it's
To
you.
believe in any of that.
I think it's you. I
you
think
think
you
those ideas
connected.
came from me?
I think you connected with you.
Probably. Well, yeah. I mean, that's
You are
basically it.
more
Yeah.
connected to your subconscious more than any of the rest of us. I think perhaps, you know, way back, you would be the shaman of the village. That's just my dumbass opinion. Don't pay any attention to me, but yeah, you know, but whatever your process is, whatever you're doing, good on you, good on you, good on you.
Mm.
I'm only speaking, you know, from my own asshole opinion.
You see, sometimes these experiences are too hard to put into human
Common
element.
language.
Yeah, it's very hard to do that, and you just did it eloquently, Calendar.
And so, yeah, Yeah, you've got a way of using descriptive phrases, Killendall. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. I guess those are kind compliments. I kind of like the word shaman, but
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really apply today because, it's a big joke right now. That's
Everything
the
that,
fact.
I couldn't
yeah,
see myself
anything.
seriously taking up a mantle like that.
Well, no, you would just have a hut apart from the rest of the clan, um, and they'd bring you food.
No,
All you'd have
I'm
to do
working
is,
for it, Rob. I gotta work for it.
well, yeah, yeah.
But but if I was like really a shaman, I would be, doing works for the community at the,
Um,
at the donate to the community, and I don't want to arrange anything like that at all.
uh,
Yeah.
well, that's why you have minions to execute those acts on your behalf. Hey, there's a whole system to that. If you ever go into that, Killendall, look me up. I'll tell you how. I'll tell you the ropes.
Okay, okay. Okay. I'm gonna do these books, Robin. And maybe that's. I think honestly, I believe it's possibly like if God is really asking me to do something specific with my life, it's probably that. And but the thing is the idea just spins off. Like if it really launches, like I'll be making my own real ass cult. like I'll be like
A
straight up full
cult
tilt.
following. Yeah.
No, I'll be a
Yeah, the real
philanthropist
deal. Oh,
picking
okay.
up people off this, not like creeptacular or any spiritual jargon to it
Okay.
at all
Forget.
purely based on the development of people, because I am sick and tired of the struggle that is
Yeah.
life, and it doesn't have to be this hard. It
It
doesn't,
No.
and
it
people are
doesn't.
fucking it up.
Um, Not people. People are just living it because it's been imposed on them. Um, it's been imposed on all of us. The vulnerable, the brilliant, the boy. If you're not a moneymaker in some way for them, you don't count. I don't know. I went off on a tear there, but
I will say something. I said this to someone else the other day. I won't say who, but at the moment, everything that's going around in our environment, if you like, is affecting us, but it isn't who we are as people. And we've got to realise that everything affects us, but how we react to it has got to be important at the minute.
many of us don't know how to react. But that really
Yeah,
is in a microcosm right there. Bring it down here in the dirt where we live. Um, yeah, yeah,
Most of the people who experienced this last have passed away by now. You know,
yeah.
we have gone through public-wide lockdowns before, right?
Oh,
yeah,
many times down through history.
yeah.
Way to control your population, especially if they're getting too uppity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was a plague here back in the day.
My
So,
thing is like people have really forgotten history already.
well,
Yeah,
a lot of history's been erased and suppressed, and it's not taught. Uh, it's out there if you're seeking it, but it's not. It's not in the news. It's not sexy history.
Just a
God,
lot of these
that's
issues
how we
right
don't
now,
learn.
though. A lot of these issues right now, though, are like only within the last 100 years they've been systemically, politically extremely relevant, and the worldwide population has largely taken on a perspective against certain fascist idealisms, but now it's just coming right back around. It's just like the people's willingness to throw away their own liberty to control someone else from doing something they don't believe is acceptable is remarkable. And our ability to have like oversight in terms of political legislation and just to allow these fucking pigs to go through and legislate what they're legislating is remarkable. Like, so many people should be in jail. So many people should be locked away for close to a decade or longer for their political crimes, which cusp on and well exceed like super criminal levels. It's absolutely frustrating.
It's appalling. It's appalling. Crimes before our very eyes. Crimes are being committed. So many of them are not even covered up. It's like in your face. You know, like they're saying, "What are you gonna do about it? This is how it is." And people go, they nod and go, "Okay. I'm gonna go shopping for toilet paper and ramen noodles,
Hand sanitizer,
and got to put on my mask." So they keep us busy with our life's fidget spinners while they're just doing what the fuck they want.
Yeah.
they also live in excess. They live in the
upper
0.01% of the world, pretty much.
And if I see one more religious leader's mansion and private airplanes and their island getaways and their condos,
it's just
no, I'm not going to lose it. What are you going to do
now?
What are you
going beyond?
Tax religions, everything else is changing. Why can we not tax religions and religious organizations? Why is that the last bastion that has not been raped for their money?
They've got most of it.
Because they're the ones already running it.
Well, they have a powerful lobby. Powerful. But damn it. They say if you don't like how it's being run, vote in your book. Well, they're liars. You think you're voting for one thing and they're just blowing smoke up your ass. So voting, what a joke.
It's all a joke. It's not.
And there's no accountability. Yeah,
it's everything. It's not just one thing. It's a multitude of things.
I know. And all designed to keep the masses in control.
Yeah.
Okay.
Divide and conquer,
Oswald,
as they usually say.
I'm sorry. Oswald Spangler in the chat wants me to ask you, Killendall, if you ever mauled an archer while on psychedelics.
I actually answered him by chat already, but
did you? I didn't see that.
Yeah, I don't specifically recall. I probably have.
I don't even know what that is.
No, I was going to say, what does that mean?
Played all my favorite games on them, so I'm sure I have.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you guys are talking game stuff. Yeah, that's a whole other culture that I'm not a member of because I don't care. But I know you guys are brilliant. And I've seen gamers channels. Well, because my granddaughter knows gamers. They have like 1 million followers.
If they can entertain in game, yeah.
Well, there are a lot of, and they make a living. Okay, my boss. They tore down this charming old Spanish style house next door to my boss. They built this like concrete bunker looking mansion, and a gamer bought it. He's a famous gamer guy, and I said, tell me his name so I can look it up. And she says, oh, we don't talk about things like that. But she says, I know he's a gamer. I said, oh my God. So one of these days I'm going to find out who it is. And we can.
If I could have streamed what I played on World of Warcraft, I probably would have made famous streamer gamer. just from
Yeah.
that. Because like I had a geeked up warrior, and I was thrashing out there. And
So why don't you go for the? Well, that's where you
Well,
said
his
you were
brain
going to
isn't
go.
there right now.
it's such a stiff market, and like
And
Yeah.
then you'd have to focus on it for intense periods of time, and you have other shit
and
going
I
on.
have to get a bit better than what I am at gaming. Like I play to have fun, and like I'll have these moments of, these lucky or maybe quasi genius inspired moments where I just start whooping, and it's really fun. But like
Yeah.
gamers have to pull that out on stream quite
Oh.
consistently to hold an audience,
Well,
or
yeah,
they have to be fucking entertaining.
you've got to work it consistently. That's the biggest thing, is working it consistently.
Yeah.
You have other real life things in real life.
Yeah, like I want to build a castle, and I don't want it to just fall apart if some wind comes by to blow it over. And I want every moment of effort I put into this to not go possibly deleted or wasted and bought up by somebody else or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna run this from the ground up. I'm gonna have full creative control. I'm not compromising on ideals, and I'm gonna fucking just do it.
Yeah.
You shall have an empire, my son.
Yeah, I can see myself as an old man and standing there bald as fuck in white robes. Like
in your Park Avenue penthouse that you only go to 3 times a year.
standing on some ivory stone or whatever, and yeah,
I know.
mentoring some random person.
I can just imagine the oil painting over your fireplace.
I can just see it now.
Yeah.
No, honestly, like I want a commune. Like that's why I'm saying cult, but I want to be living in some kind of more commune style. Like I'll have a separate place for myself.
In real life, you know what? When I was younger, that was one of my plots in my head. I would love to be in a commune. I would, of course, be in charge of the kitchen. There would be a lodge where everybody can gather. There would be individual cabins, bunkers, just part of the compound. And it would be, everybody would kind of have a role. Somebody would garden, somebody would be the carpenter, somebody would be the repair guy, somebody would sew and design and man the vegetable stand out front. And I had this whole big plot. So
you know what? In mine, I'm the gardener.
you're the gardener. Well, I got to help out there too.
And Darren's the carpenter.
Yeah, okay. So sorry, Kellendall. I just
Yeah.
No, I actually enjoyed that. Like that's the feelings I get because people, as much as we like to believe we want to be on our own, I think ultimately what we really want is just enough space in order to isolate ourselves from other people when we do want that time.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think we kind of like the feeling of being forced to be together. I think.
Yeah, and other heartbeats are important around you. Yeah,
we almost desperately need, like, as we watch these more or less imbalanced people like Justin, like it's obvious that just the lack of real community is creating this type of shit. The fact that we don't have a constant influence of eldership, a constant influence of inspired youth, helping people in the middle stages, refine their wonder, or the fact that we don't have all these different dynamics of perspective to help reflect upon with ourselves is one of the major setbacks of this isolated style that we're in right now.
Yeah, well, many people need to be guided perhaps into that line of thinking. Everything is against us in that regard. We're not encouraged to think along those lines. God, what are we supposed to think right now? We're all just flailing. But the sense of community. Okay, that's where the communism that's been a terror word, a dirty word. Look under your bed for the Bolsheviks. But it's about, I hate this word, community, and having the helpers and the.
Well, it's not really communism. All it is a
I know.
living situation, because much of capitalism has been predicated upon monetizing your living situation and making money off of your living situation.
Mm.
People will instantly associate someone's income to their living situation. But if you have someone like a philanthropist just buy out a living situation, and people fundamentally don't have to worry about that, they can start like developing their higher social uh, functions. They can, when you're a person who does not have to fight for your place to sleep comfortably at night, or maybe to eat even, but you can even starve for 30 days. So you could take food out of this commune living equation quite well and just put up a place close enough to where people can work their own jobs, or something like that. Like, you don't necessarily have to like have the whole farm. You probably should. There's no better food you're going to get than the one you grow in your own backyard, ones you take care of yourself. Just like there's going to be no better food that you can have than the one that you'd make.
Yeah, and that's sort of unfolding right now,
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah.
Yay. Yay. And, growing food. Boy, yeah, bless the rebels who turn their front yards, their front guard into edible stuff. But people are being fined with being under the threat of arrest for growing food on their property.
You're joking.
That's nuts. No. And beautiful, well-maintained vegetable gardens, food gardens. And
Not
they
like
did.
eyesores that are just plopped in.
No,
Wow.
they're beautiful. They're not overgrown. They tend them. Notices, citations from the city, get rid of that or we're going to fine you. And we're going to keep fining you on a schedule until it's gone.
Can't collect rainwater.
Oh, that's forbidden.
What?
Yep. You cannot collect in many places in the
That's
U.S.
for the city's earth. That's not for you, Maggie. City needs that water, not you.
Well, they need to make money off the water that they're dispensing to you.
There's
Don't
not many
collect your.
gardens here that don't have a water book where they collect rainwater.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And the councils here supply land called allotments where people can grow their own food.
Really?
Well, Lord, Josh Allen, he's got a plot of land that he rents out as allotments.
Oh, Lord Josh. Oh, yeah, because his dad's in real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. We can't do that here. It has to be city-sponsored,
Wow.
government-sponsored, highly regulated. Yeah, we are. We are boiling frogs. America, land of the free. What?
I've become quite numb to it. But when you hear people of England having more rights to natural earth than the people of America, you know very well that our politicians are bought and paid for by people who have the antithesis of our freedom in mind. You just know that.
Yeah, and it's so subtle. Well, when you show light on it, open the curtains and it's not so subtle, but man, it slips by us. Yeah.
Well, I guess it's such a slow croach kind of. It's such this aqueous concept. You have to be high off your ass conspiracy theorist to really believe that they do that.
Yeah, that's
to
true.
maim you. at the microbiological level so that you don't live past 60 on a regular basis and you collect X,
And
Y, Z. Yeah.
that's been going on for a really long time. And I don't know what the algorithm they use is, but some of us are allowed to live a little longer. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm grateful, but I'm wondering why. Um, Boy, that could make your head explode if you try thinking about that shit.
I figure people's bodies are just remarkable at defying the attempts.
Bodies are smart, and we don't listen to them nearly enough. Uh,
I think the voice in the back of my head is my body half the time, you know?
well, it's you. Yeah. Do you know? Okay, our gut is our second brain.
Yeah.
Wrap your head around that. Anything that goes on in your gut affects every single thing on your skin,
Yeah.
your thinking, your thought processes. It's a neurotransmitter thing. There's that vagus nerve. It goes down the center of your body for a reason, and it's got lots of reasons. And so and your what lymphatic system
Have you
that
seen the brain with all the nerves pulled out of the body and dried up compared to a mushroom and its underroot system?
no.
Yeah.
Check that
It,
out
it,
sometime. It's remarkable.
is it really well? Mushrooms and fungus and mold are. It's way more. They're way more ancient than us, and I think they have a common brain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Stamets says we separated from mushrooms 55 million years ago in the evolutionary.
But in the end, after we're dead and if we're buried, here comes the rulers of the real rulers of the planet.
He goes so far as to say is like mushrooms created us.
Well, they're certainly aware of us.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, isn't that weird, boy?
But like it gets crazier because he says that mushrooms represent over half of the biomass on planet Earth. And if you study like electrical properties, I guess you could say, anything over 50% representation, like once you get over
Mm.
50% of the way that you need to get for the magnetic fields to get like close enough to each other to actually, they like exponentially increase their rate of moving towards each other until they collide. And that's, but like if the planet Earth has one sphere of consciousness, its own electromagnetic sphere, and if mushrooms represent over half of the biomass, then they therefore represent like the majority of the population of the planet Earth. like
Whoa, whoa, bigger than a stand of birch trees.
Oh, yeah, because their roots go further.
Birch trees are all the same plant. When you see a stand of, or is it aspens?
I can't
Maybe it's
remember.
aspens. Anyway, either birch trees or aspens. When you see a stand of them, lining a country road, it's all the same plant. It's all the same tree. They're all connected. So, on a broader, grander, kind of a disconcerting scale, is the fungus world.
yeah, and
Well,
like
plus,
that
they're
made me
deeply
think.
connected to us.
Yeah.
Made me think like mushrooms are probably the representative like frontal cortex of Mother Earth. Like we can probably directly interface or communicate with it once we get the right method in place.
And I think it's transmitted from your gut. Because what a welcoming place for
Well, it
parasitic
has.
growth is in your gut.
There's there's a lot of credibility to that I can't even really like fully touch on all the components. But you're making me think of like how the mushroom trip, like Terrence McKenna talked about how he felt like the consciousness he was talking to on mushrooms was like his super hot girlfriend from outer space. And when I was going through my episode, I had projected that same exact feeling, but onto a person. I had thought like someone in my life was actually this super hot girlfriend from outer space, and she could even like transform and shit, you know? And like, there's got to be something to that. That tells me like there's a consistent interfacing of consciousness when you consume mushrooms, and you're probably, when you consume them, somehow actually getting closer to that sphere, and that's what you're like being influenced on when you're on mushrooms, or influenced by when you're on mushrooms.
You see, I can't comment on that because I've only ever tried it once, and I threw up for England, and I can't stand that kind of thing. So I didn't have any effect of it, if you like, because it was instantaneous.
Yeah.
Oh, I tried it
never,
once. I tried it once, and it was too much information for me.
Look in the mirror relentlessly, and like people are like, don't look in the mirror. I'm like, well, obviously you're supposed to.
Well, that's a form of scrying. It's a form of scrying. I mean,
I saw myself looking
as
a straight, like, impish demon meat sack with no soul, and I could see like how like my body was almost empty of soul, and like it was just profoundly fucked up. I almost envisioned a tail on myself, and I had like crooked over and crouched to really fit the mold, you know.
Oh, God.
You know, I held my hands up almost T-Rex like, you know, standing bare naked in the mirror, just bare naked. I was just like, oh no, this is me. I'm terrible. I'm a piece of shit. I'm basically a demon.
Shocker.
You know, that's what I sound like.
I tried mushrooms once. It ultimately gave me a stomachache. But then I also tried a very tiny piece of a tab of LSD. And that's when you don't look in a mirror, y'all.
Oh, yeah, I've done that too.
I saw every single vein in my face. And they were all blue. Oh, my God. And my eyes were, my eyes scared me. I can't even remember how to describe them, but I know it wasn't cool. It wasn't good. Okay, so those were my two, and I got them from my sister, my asshole sister. You know, she was, yeah. So there's my experience. Ta-da!
I don't know what the chat's saying. I can't see.
6 Drop says, never look in the mirror when tripping balls.
Oh, take care, Lee.
Bye, Lee. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. Yeah, good.
Yeah,
man.
just like you're never supposed to smoke the devil's lettuce, right? Like,
wait, what? What?
The devil's lettuce. You're never supposed to. Yeah, you like she said, don't look at the mirror. Like the things they tell you not to do are probably the things someone should try doing.
Go for it.
You know, like someone around you should give you some personal experience to say yes or no.
Yeah,
just to be safe.
Well, you know, I'm a friend of the devil's lettuce. Have been since I was 30 years old. You know, I got no beef.
It's probably of recreational substances to use for mind altering and enjoyment of purpose.
Oh, take care, Oswald. I think Oswald's gone.
Bye, Oswald. Boy, they're dropping like flies over there. Peace out.
Oh my God. I'm killing it. I'm killing
You're killing, yeah.
No, you're not. Football, isn't they? Is it today? Football?
Oh, this is the sports ball season. You know, they're all having games. And so,
we understand.
Popping in here first. Well, I do understand.
Yeah. Well, this is like a morning tea with the grands, you know, at brunch or something.
Yeah.
People probably come in there, they eat their breakfast, they're listening to us.
Yes,
Whatever.
stop here on your way to other places. We appreciate that. You know, everybody's got real life, and thanks for popping in here on your way to do real significant stuff. Ain't happening here,
Yeah,
but thanks, you guys.
Soon
yeah.
enough, we'll all have those Google glasses on with the earpieces in to run the stream 24/7. Robin, we'll never leave.
Oh,
No,
I know
one
you
of
wear
them
while you're
like
sleeping.
VR thingies.
Only it goes both ways. Yeah.
Oh no, I tried one of them once. It made me dizzy.
I get vertigo. Yeah, I almost puke with VR. I still have
And I was sat down.
in a box. Yeah, I can't do that. But yeah, pretty soon there'll be no escaping scrutiny. Ever.
No.
What do you
Take
mean?
care, Jonathan.
Oh, because everything will be recorded.
Yeah.
Recorded, yeah, transmitted, and yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I know. I'm gonna be locked up in my house 24/7, man.
I know, with lead over your windows and shit.
And I'm gonna line my walls with aluminum foil.
Oh boy, I have an acquaintance who is a little off her rocker, but she knew that her parents were being zapped, her elderly parents were being zapped by the guy next door because she saw this direct beam machine on their roof. I think it was a satellite dish. Yeah. But so she invested in this industrial, like, restaurant, big rolls of aluminum foil, and
What?
she coated her entire one side of her parents' house facing the neighbor, and she coved it so that it went around the corners too, just in case those waves covered the outside of her parents' house on one side with
Yep.
aluminum foil.
Yeah.
And she was so relieved then she could sleep at night because she was protecting her parents. This is also the same lady who just absolutely knows that her brother's trying to kill her and she's being surveilled all the time, and she has cameras everywhere, even pointing to the sky in case they fly over. She has this almost a war room where she has all these 4 computers that have all these multiple screens because she has so many cameras, and she's always monitoring what her neighbors are doing. Yeah, isn't that sad?
Wow.
It is.
And she's
Yeah.
an attorney, or was an attorney till they said, okay, you can't be an attorney anymore.
Yeah.
But
Well, when you work in
yeah,
a place like that, like you see all the worst examples, and you start to think that that's all that there is.
Yeah.
She's probably
yeah, it's a tiny, tight little loop of thinking, and bless her, bless her. I haven't talked to her in a really long time because it's really a challenge. And when she calls me and I don't answer, there's no way to call her back. And I said, well, give me your number, I'll call you back. Oh no, I don't dare, because they're listening. So, and if I didn't pick up the phone back when she was calling me, I
who
didn't talk
knows?
to her. And she
Yeah.
used a different phone every time. She had like 3, 4 phone, maybe more. Yeah, bless her. Boy, there's madness in the world. She does no harm. She has never done harm, but bless her.
Yeah.
She lives under a lot of stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, I just told a story about some. Okay, no names. You guys
Yeah.
don't even know where she is. So, but anyway, yeah. I don't even know why I got off on that tear. Does anybody remember? It's not important.
It was relevant. It was relevant. But
Sort of, yeah, but thanks.
Yeah,
for
it's
taking it.
relevant, really.
Hey, Grampy Lobster's in our chat.
Hey, Grumpy.
Hey, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Good to see you, Grampy. Grampy went on a big adventure. He was out here in the West, and he had for some weeks, and now he's back home. I'll bet you're exhausted. I'll bet your arms are sore from doing all that flying, dear. But he's home now. Yay, good to see you back.
He's a lobster with wings.
He's a lobster with wings, and damn, what a workout. And he's not young either. You know, he's this crusty old lobster guy. Yeah, out
How
of
do you
mind.
say Grumpy's a crusty old lobster guy?
He's a crusty old he's a motherfucker. Yeah, Grampy says I'm pooped. Yeah, get a lot of sleep. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, bless
Get
you.
high. Yeah, yeah. I hope you have grass. Do you have grass, Grampy? Hope
I'm
you
to
have
the
grass.
top of Mount Everest.
Ba-dum-bum.
And that's the truth out of mind.
Oh yeah, delusional. Hey, sometimes I'm delusional.
Me too, to be fair, Looney Tune. Dotty.
Yeah, you know, um, I've had flights
That's
at Fancy.
that's a fundamental part of the human condition, and it's what has governed like things like money,
Mm,
things like government, like because people like in large can interpret reality in such different ways. Like
it is.
humankind
true.
has been
Oh,
striving for that perfect, true interpretive definition of reality. You
There
know,
isn't one.
and every person, you know, as we go through life, we're like learning about science and shit, and we're like, yeah, that's real, that's true, I know that's true. And then we each kind of
for now.
individually think we get these like fucking great interpretations of how the world works, but we make some wild assumptions in large cases, or in
Oh,
most
and
cases.
we're invited
Oh,
to.
God,
We're
yeah.
encouraged to. Almost can make you famous, even. You know,
Yeah.
can get you monetized. Um, yeah.
I mean, what me and Darren have been going through, we were delusioned our own selves by what we thought was going on until we talked. And then we realised our own thoughts weren't right. I'm not going to give examples. It's just,
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about, Maggie, because Darren is,
yeah,
you know, we're all, you know, closer to the end of our lives than, you know, I know I am.
yeah.
And you guys had a serious talk
Oh, God,
um,
yeah.
about how it's been, how it was, your interpretation of it. It's, you know, man,
It was hard, but so beautiful to
you
do
had
that.
the approaching end of life conversation.
Yeah.
That is so valuable. So many people
Mm,
don't get to do that.
I know. I
And
know.
and now that it can even be a continuing conversation of
It is.
communication.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's what she's talking about, y'all.
Where you think you know something, but really you don't.
Until you straighten it out with the other party.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely.
Mm.
You know, the famous channeler Cryon. I don't know if you guys watch it.
Oh, God, yes, I have.
No,
I haven't
no.
watched him in a while, but I always kind of venture back every now and again, just because the overall message is pretty good, I think. But like, I just don't know the validity there. But like, he always says, "You
Yeah.
cannot know what you do not know."
Yeah.
That's a big
There's
statement.
a lot of things
That's a
that,
huge truth.
yeah.
Well, yeah, and then there are assumptions and expectations, and they're based probably not on a good deal of reality.
No, because your mind can feck with you big time.
Optical illusions are the best example. There's some
Yeah.
fucking like wild optical illusions, and that's just
Oh, the
visual.
Magic Eye books. I used to love them.
Well, I finally learned how to do those. God, it took me years to learn how to fucking do that. My friends could do it. Can't you see those race cars? No.
Yeah.
But then it took me years to finally do that. Or yeah, those optical illusions. You
Yeah.
can look at something stationary and it will appear to move.
Yeah.
It can make you dizzy. Yeah, I love optical illusions because, you know, what a trip.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of the old adage. Forgot it though. I just had it. Fuck me.
Oh, fuck
Oh,
you. When
God.
you don't care anymore, it'll come to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how it is.
We do that often, don't we, Robin?
Every day in every way. Yeah, something about optical illusions and where's Waldo and magic eye shit. Does that bring you back?
No,
I'm failing. Okay.
it's all good.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. Yeah. So, gosh, we've been on for an hour and a half.
I know it's been very, very good and interesting. Thank you, Calendar.
Well, we're not done.
Oh,
But I just looked at the clock and holy fuck, time always passes when we're having a good time. Well, time passes anyway. It doesn't give a fuck about you, but
Imagine life is a railroad that we are building, and we're actually building it. And when we have fun, we build it more quickly.
yeah.
That's true. When times are hard, the construction drags and seems interminable. Nicely put, Kellen.
Yeah.
That's going to make me think even more. Oh God, I didn't want to think today. But that was, Kellen was always the smartest fucking guy in the room. If I, and I'm not jealous of you, Killendall. I want you to understand that I'm not jealous of your brain.
I'm not. Could you stop calling me the smartest guy in the room, bro? I'm not
Well,
the smartest
fuck,
guy. Like
you
I'll
always
make a
are.
clever statement and it'll sound cute and clever, but it'll have some holes in it for sure. Like,
Oh,
No.
humility is only charming for about 10 minutes, Killendall. So is self-deprecation. Don't wear it out.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay. Thanks.
Well, you're. I only have a limited range of responses to things like that, and you're taxing them. So when I'm running out of the modest ones, I'm like, I don't know how to go. From there. Yeah.
I know this about you.
Okay.
I'm your granny.
Alrighty.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's how I see it. That's how I see it. Life is yeah. It just
box of chocolates.
Yeah. You never know what you're gonna get.
No.
Yeah.
And don't have no expectations because you'll only let yourself down then.
No expectations, then it'll always be a surprise. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It's like people who pray, and they ask for things, be aware that sometimes the answer is no.
Yeah. Or you're not being specific.
Be aware that, in fact, it's usually no, but you don't hear it. Damn, I'm going to burn my own ass here. Never mind.
I've got a good story for that.
Okay, go.
The Pokemon card story.
Oh.
Okay. Here's Killendall with his Pokemon card story. Strap in and hold on or pour yourself a cup of tea. Here comes story time.
I would pray as a kid for a toy from God under my pillow to prove that he existed, because I heard in church that if you asked, you shall receive. So I was specific. I wanted to see an act of miraculousness happen to prove God was indeed a thing. And this is something, I went straight against that other rule I had also heard that said you should not tempt God or something like that.
Yeah.
Don't challenge him. Don't tempt his wrath. Yeah, there was a lot of scary stuff related to that.
Something in me told me that the innocence of my conquest would save me from any kind of serious repercussion. That the true desire to actually find a message from a higher power, that was something only a higher power could produce. That there was a purity in that request that was able to be fulfilled, but I was going about it in such a like a spoiled brat way that there was no way it was going to be
Entitlement.
fulfilled. And there was just no way for spirit to even work that way. So like,
Mm.
I mean, I guess maybe they could, but it would be like a drug-induced wind of inspiration to my father to just randomly gift me and only me a gift and sneak it under my pillow or some shit. You know, like who knows what kind of winds of inspiration could occur to make spirit accomplish a deed, but like um that was
Yeah.
the thing, and I was asking for a toy, and what it never happened, but within a short time we were at like a card shop, and I asked my father for a $35 Charizard, and he declined. My brother asked for a $30 Poliwrath card, holographic.
No.
He declined. He
Oh.
got us booster packs, which has a statistical possibility of accomplishing those cards or getting those cards,
Okay.
but very slim to nil. But lo and behold, both of our booster packs had exactly the card we asked for.
Okay, there is fucking pure magic right there.
Yeah.
Shit.
Manifestation at its
I
best.
love that story so much. Two little kids. Oh, Killer
Yeah.
Bird, what a dear story.
It's the best. It was.
Yeah.
I was just blown away, and
Yeah.
I didn't fully put the filter of time on it at
Mm.
that time, you know. And I just thought,
Well, yeah.
I just felt like sometimes I just get so lucky, and I know that I do, and it comes from whatever on the other side's appreciation for my approach, I think, to deepening my relationship and and
I get you.
really connecting.
I do
And
too.
I get you.
I do too. And you know, Killenbull, of all the people I've ever known, okay, you are the purest of heart of anyone I've ever encountered. You know, and we're not friends in real life. It's only here on YouTube. But dear, you do no harm above and beyond anyone I know, even in your heart. Well, if it happens, you know, you're certainly not sharing it with me. But you know, that's what I see. So you know, luck, no, entitlement, no, no, you can't ever feel entitled. But you know, hey, I think that's why good stuff falls on you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
sorry.
No, I appreciate you, Robin. Thank you. But
Well,
You're a good guy. I'll put it simply. You're a good guy, Glenn.
no, like I've made lots of mistakes. I've treated people very badly. I've been vicious.
Oh,
Who
haven't
hasn't?
we all?
Yeah.
Who hasn't? But when you get to the point that you've realised that you've made that mistake, that's progress.
And we've all reacted badly, especially, you know, God, I look back over my life and I had some fucking bad reactions and I wasn't nice. It happens to all of us. That's how we grow up and that's how we learn. You know, the best teacher is life. And your mistakes, you don't learn anything from shit you do right. You learn from your groaners and your embarrassing shit and things you never want to do again. You know, that's and here
experiencing life.
Well, if you I guess Jordan Peterson makes a good argument for if you're incapable of doing harm, then you're also incapable of as actually being virtuous, because it is to the degree that you could do harm but refrain from doing so that makes you a good person.
I get that.
You know, actually, it's simple physics. You need this balance to either counteract or balance out the other thing. You know, for every action, there's a reaction. It's really like physics. Yeah, you have to really deeply have an intimate knowledge of one end of the spectrum in order to appreciate and embrace the other end.
Yeah.
Those are the rules.
The necessity of contrast.
Yeah.
And there is a necessity for there is. Otherwise, how do you make any decisions about how you feel and the stance you're going to take? Contrasts are our friends.
Well, that was, I think, God's kind of answer back to me as to why there is the capability for such wrong to be done in the world, because there needs to be the range of definition for it to be done, for the opposite of it to be also true, which is the absolute liberation of all constraints, and that I think is, thank you, it was actually a cough, but that was,
bless you anyway.
I think the whole biblical thing is actually like a cosmic process. This is my wild and crazy philosophy here. I don't think Jesus happened on planet Earth. I think Jesus happened somewhere further back in the dawn of time. But I
don't know what your crazy tune fake news newspaper is over there, but we've got one called The Sun.
Yeah.
And I equate it to that. It's coded, it's got some bits in, but it's been so twisted.
I think it's one of two things, if not both altogether. I think Jesus is a natural occurrence on any planet, like as the planet goes from population 0 to population whatever, Jesus is occur, basically. But I also think what we're actually under is possibly, I hope, I wish it's true actually, that there's an ET program where they like seed planets and they drop the Bible and other religions on it, but it all like boils back to this prodigal one story with end times theories where they're ready to liberate the people, which is all these different filaments of God from like just moderate living. Like we live under moderate conditions right now. We have like light bulbs, we have cars, and then they like swoop in and then like give us this high yield contrast of living from just kind of something that's kind of with some pain and some woe here and there into like almost heaven.
The promise of something coming. That is just, God, that just makes me tired. The promise of something coming.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fuck what people tell you might be coming in the promised land. Enjoy now. Laugh now. Think hour by hour. Am I doing good for myself, for others? Fuck that. After I'm dead, shit. Fuck that. Fuck that. I said it. Fuck it.
No, it's not even the after I'm dead component that's really toxic about it. It's the component that says something will come and save me from myself if I just sit here.
No, there's only one person that can save anybody, and that's you, yourself.
Yeah.
Not even Darren could save me. I have to say, like I couldn't give up drinking for him. He had to do it himself. He had to want to.
It's down here where we really live. Here's where your paradise can be, right here. Here's where, the good stuff can be, right here. Don't let life roll over you in expectation that something glorious is coming.
Yeah.
If you only
the hopers and the dreamers set the bar at a new level. And you could never.
I hope, and I've got dreams.
You could never get to a utopia without envisioning it.
Sure. Well, yeah, you've got to it's like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Oh, sure, you've got to project a little bit. Otherwise, that's, you set your own compass. And then your compass can spin. You have choices. Yeah. So follow that shit.
I'm just saying, like the whole thing about Jesus, it was like he is the perfect man, an example to draw from, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
You know,
he's
yeah.
something to be emulated, just like a utopia or heaven on earth like conditions are something to be striven for. But people don't they don't actively strive for the continued improvement of our living conditions because they have no example to draw from. We don't know even what, for the most part, a really truly healthy interpersonal relationship looks like.
Mm.
We don't really fucking know. That's why families are falling apart like fucking Swiss cheese, man. Like,
Yeah, well, there's always Google.
Google.
You know, if you're not brought up with it, you know, there's always, you know, Dr. Google, there's always, you know, a counselor Google.
Yeah, I didn't have that. Thankfully. You know, my family weren't, you know, all that, but I've still got that family ethics with mine, and so have my children. So
Yeah, you find your own way.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's the perfect, you know, ensemble, but we've done it and we've worked together. We've had the experiences together, and we are where we are now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're pushing vaccine mandates worldwide, and we've got
Oh, I know that. Well, they can,
we've
no,
got
I know all
absolute
about that.
corruption
That's
in the
pure
United States
genocide, but
government,
that's another story.
and it's like I don't know, like it feels like biblical level bullshit is hitting the fan to me.
Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
I get where you're coming from with that as well.
I feel like
Yeah.
I have to become Captain Politico, the best voice advocate for the reason why you shouldn't carte blanche mandate vaccines myself to convince the world myself that it's retarded because it just seems like everybody else is going to be like, this is outrageous. Whoa, this is so crazy. While it's all still just happening because nobody's actually stopping it. Nobody where
Well, it can't
whoever's
be
at the
stopped.
spheres of influence, whoever's involved in those spheres, nobody close enough to them is rattling their cages and telling them, you guys are fucking insane and you need to stop because the world is going to fall apart if you keep going down this road.
Well, it's impossible to start a groundswell these days, Gillendal. You know, it ain't like it used to be. You know, back when I protested Vietnam and shit, can't be done anymore. Yeah, so
I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take
it anymore. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, we don't do that anymore. It's not accepted anymore. You'll be canceled. These days, you know, thank you, internet, for your blessings and curses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's a mode of conscious operation. It's like how people conduct themselves when they
it's the
involve
biggest
themselves.
Psychological warfare that's ever been done, I think.
It's a big psyop.
Well, this could even stem back to just like there being cannibals in the human race at one point, and we've all intermingled, and the influences of like cannibals or predatorial based like human psychology versus those who were just like hunters or gatherers, which was a lot more like poetic. You know, it's just like totally different. Maybe they're like just intermingling because these sociopaths they have a leg up. They can navigate people like a sheep farmer navigates their herd.
Yeah, and they're good herding dogs, and it's like a ballet.
And
it's a beautiful thing to see that aspect, you know. But the comparison that you just made is really sinister.
Because the wolf and the sheep is such a common connotation too, and
there's a fine line too. The wolf and the sheep. Yeah. Okay, you guys. God, we've been on for an hour and 45 minutes. Geez. Killendal, Sometimes I just spring this on Maggie. Maggie, do you feel like dropping cards here in the Killendall? If you don't want to stick around, if we've worn you out, you're
No,
welcome
I'm
to.
happy to stick around and let
Oh,
Maggie do
yay.
cards.
Okay. Okay, Maggie, do you feel like doing cards for anybody in our? Okay,
No
we've got
interference. Yeah.
4 people watching. 3 of them are us.
Yeah. There's only 4 6 drops left. Or maybe errant massa.
6 drops and errant massa. Okay, Killendall, you showed up over in there.
You could
Okay,
do one for like
Oh, and
the people.
Eileen. Eileen, darling.
Eileen Ebony. Oh, Eileen
Mm.
enjoyed this. It was lovely. She said, "Oh, bless your heart, Eileen. We love you. You lovely woman."
Yeah. Can't wait to get up to see her. I was talking to me daughter by default yesterday about getting up north. Angels, gods and goddesses. Would you believe I got out?
Okay, errant massa says it's triggering some crazy anxiety. Okay, stop it. Errant massa, you get to choose how you feel.
Yeah.
Okay, understand that. Get a grip.
Yeah.
Get a grip. Get a grip. I can say that because I'm your Grammy.
Saying I love is the same as saying I don't have to force or control.
Yeah.
That was said by Alan Watts.
Interesting. Yeah. 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 Few conditions. Yeah. Killendall, do you want Maggie to drop for you or
I've got errant massa at the minute.
Okay, errant massa, here it comes. Oh, now I see it. My comments are lagging. Okay, sorry. Go, Maggie.
It's the angel of support. The universe has heard your silent call for help. Would you believe that's what we've been talking about?
Fuck errant massa. No, I don't mean fuck errant massa. I mean fuck, comma, errant massa.
Which is it? Of support. The universe has heard your silent call for help and has sent an angel to support and guide you through the current circumstances. Your financial and emotional well-being is about to take a turn for the better through an unexpected blessing or sudden change in fortune that is soon to come your way. Surrender all fear and anxiety to God and trust. The universe is conspiring to help you. Emotional, spiritual, and material support come through a seemingly chance encounter with someone new or through an unexpected offer. Stop worrying! Exclamation mark.
The darkness before the dawn. It happens for us all. And
Yeah.
it's lovely when it's so unexpected.
And I go for my old favourites, the Easy Tarot, and I'll pull a couple of them to go with that. But it's just telling you, basically, calm down.
Yeah. It doesn't last forever, errant massa.
No.
Isn't that lovely? Things do have a shelf life, even though you're in the dark through it.
Hang on. So, let's see.
Man, I need bumper music for this. I keep saying that. Buys me more time.
So, the first one, you got the Empress, which is the mother figure, the nurturing figure, which causes you anxiety, which you've said before. So does the Ten of Pentacles, which is family environment, which makes you suffer as well. But you've got Temperance, which is, to me, divine intervention to clarify
And that could also
the
be
angel
you.
you already got. So just stand firm where you are. Just be calm. You're managing to sort out them mind games. That's the Page of Swords. And Swords is all about the mind. You've got
Huh.
the Eight of Cups, and it's someone stealing away in the night. It's like being disillusioned by the moon, if you like. It's just you've got to put whatever emotions, because it's about emotions, put them back, because you've come so far. But we all have blips in the moment, and there is the Knight of Swords, which is higher than the Page, fighting the battles once again. But you're going to be okay, because
that's the most
support. You've got support. It's there.
That's the most important message. You're going to be okay.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You've got the support you need around you. You just have to ask.
And have patience. For fuck's sake, be patient.
Yeah.
That's easy to say.
I know. Listen, we all go through blips. I had a blip the last couple of days because of things, but it is what it is.
And, astrologically, this is going to continue for us all throughout most of October. Hold off. Be patient. The last week in October, we're supposed to all see a turnaround. That's, almost woo-woo for me, got to tell you. But it's valid.
Yeah.
My opinion. Okay, God, we got 2 in the audience now. Anybody else? Shall we do last call, Maggie?
Yeah, you can do. I've got to be quick. I'll need to feed. I've got 2 grandchildren here at the minute. I've been doing uniforms and.
Yeah, I need to go make some food too.
Yeah. Okay. So if anybody, I don't think they do. I don't think.
I think there
might be only just
we've worn them out. Okay, so to wind it up, Killendall, thank you so much for
Thank you so much, darling.
Thanks for having me. It's been fun talking, and
yeah.
Thanks, we appreciate you, and it's really funny, Maggie. Killendall, the alliance that Killendall and I have, is made fun of.
Why?
Have an alliance? What is this, Survivor now? Like, we're gonna get voted off the island?
I know.
Like,
I know. Well, it has felt like that.
Yeah.
Because there was a comment made about you and me, saps that we are doing a show together about Todd. I don't know if you saw that. It was before I was banned from a Discord group.
We did a show together about Todd? I don't think
if that happened, there was speculation that, okay, next, Robin and Killendall will probably do a show together about.
Maybe we should start doing that. Maybe we should start doing like double takes on Mikey.
Oh, Jesus. Is that our next incarnation on the YouTubes, Killendall?
we could call it on the brighter side.
Yeah, on the brighter side, sort of, and we'll have funny illustrations.
Yeah.
About an anvil just missing a guy's head when it falls out the window, and it's embedded in the sidewalk.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Hey, that's something to kick around maybe sometime in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, don't get me thinking, because I have an empty stomach. And
I'm an ideas man like that. I could do that all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, damn you. You make me think, Killendall. Sometimes it's a real pain in the ass.
I'm sorry. You gotta keep that ticker moving if you want to live longer, though, Robin.
Yeah. I'm heading for 88.
You're headed for what?
Just to annoy my kids for a few. Yeah.
My lucky number.
Yeah.
Did you say 58?
Try. None of my family have got past 70 odd.
Oh, shit. My
I want to
Grammy
be
died.
different.
My Grammy died at 60. Her son-in-law, my dad, died at 60. My mother died at
Yeah.
81. So I got a maybe law of average. I got a couple years.
I'm thinking Maggie's probably going to break 100. That's what I'm feeling.
Oh,
I
no,
think you're
please,
right.
no.
You
I'll
know,
be looking after me great grandkids by then.
We're going to
well,
break
and
100.
but by that time, your grandkids that you have doted on will be caring for you. Let's be pragmatic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Maggie.
you'll just be BSing around the wine cooler all the time. You'll love it.
no, I'll be looking at someone planting loads of plants. Like big green leafy ones.
Yeah, big green leafy ones with lots of resin.
Yeah.
And shit. Okay, Killendall again. Boy, my good pal. Maggie, my other good pal. Thank you so much, you guys. Boy, thanks to both of you. What a hoot. Good show.
Yeah,
Okay,
I've
so
enjoyed
Killendall,
it.
if you
Thank
want to
you.
hang out with us and meet back in the green room very briefly, stick around. I'm going to end this. Okay.
Take care, everyone.
We love every goddamn one of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
K Ride, I saw you in there. Thanks for being here. He's probably
K-Ride. Hey,
Uh,
K-Ride.
yeah. Okay. So, huh?
Melissa. Hey,
Melissa
Melissa
Bloomer,
and
good night.
Prairie Queen.
And
Sorry,
Prairie Queen, you
we've not
guys.
been looking.
Yeah, we were all concentrating on what we were talking about because we do
Yeah.
love to talk. Sorry. Okay, you guys. Bye. Here's our outro. See you on Wednesday for the 89.9% Maggie Show. Hope to
Yeah.
see you there. Okay. Bye.
Bye.